Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Two and now on first down. Setting up the screen for Miller. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Kind of an... This year, these two teams getting their two games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Saints need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready, set! Faster!
Here's a handoff to start the drive. The Starks trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, set!
Young will set to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Starks. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They run again with Starks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. The Saints at 13-3 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Young off the play fake. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That throw by Young incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a safe touchdown. Kendre Miller with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Wolf on now for the extra point. he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tua going to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Miller. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Young to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Young to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know, another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This is Starks. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Tua now on first down. Completes it to Davis. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we give this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 5. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Black shot. 22 needle. Hut, hut.
It's Young off play action. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time was well for a solid gain.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Moore, the man in motion. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. Like just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
The play fake. Now Young. It's complete. This is Starks. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Starks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
10 cycles.
Young. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They begin with a run by Miller. They find some open field here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll go down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. Dropping it off for Starks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. A run here for Starks. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And they're going to speed things up here. Young now. Out in the flat for Starks. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That throw by Young incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They're going to run. It starts. There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are back within a score. Well, that situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And, boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it again with Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Tua's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers 17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Let's go.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! A great effort Saints extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
2nd and 7. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 6-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. But you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense